It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be fielded inside the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Sanders first carry of the game. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
He's brought down at
the end of all that hitting and hollering. It was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Midfield.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
On the pickup, brings up second and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. This is Jackson on the quick throw from Wentz. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
It's a loss of 2.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The pickup there, 5 yards. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it is the ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's a good one now. It's a good one. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. 6-0 our score after one. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. This thrown quickly out to Jones. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. And again, it's Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on second and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score, Chiefs 7, Eagles 6. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. At halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Gain of 6. First down, Eagles.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's going to let this go. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson. His 11th touchdown of the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
First and 10 at the Eagles' 44-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Kansas City Chiefs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, the 40, the 30, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
19, Chiefs 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Mahomes now on first down. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a pickup of 17 there. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
From the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermittent? He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Hooked to Brown. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. And to give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Mahomes took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Chiefs. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score. Chiefs 27, Eagles 19.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Gain of 12. 1st down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. That's complete to Hightower. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st down.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead.
The Eagles.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll turn to Sanders. They'll try and run it in. But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
On the keeper.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And down he'll go at the 25. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. A quick throw into the hands of Rager. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st.
And an Eagle 1st down.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The Chiefs now going to use the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Another run here with Sanders. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And now here comes their final timeout. as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they time and take their chances there. They wanted to get this thing done. When you want to play in overtime, you want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Eagles 28.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair. Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot. So for Philadelphia, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.